Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs in video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. Last time on Hollow Knight, I explored the Godhome and defeated the first Pantheon, once without bindings and once with a soul binding. This time I intend to stay the entire episode in the Godhome and learn more about it. And I'll accomplish some more of the challenges, of course. I'm looking for Gorb. There we are. So one of these challenges that I intend to explore is what is the ascended version of these. The other notable challenge I intend to take on in this episode is the... Whoa. I actually got hit by Gorb. That's surprising. What was I saying? The other notable challenge I intend to try out this time is the second Pantheon. We completed the first Pantheon last time. The Pantheon with Oro and Mato. I have gotten hit a couple times by Gorb and he's doing extra damage. So the things that I see different are the platforms, of course, that I'm standing on, rather than just an open platform the whole way. And then the fact that Gorb is doing 2 damage. The 2 damage does not affect me as much as the platforms, honestly. The platforms, or the holes in the ground, is what's most affecting me here. However, I believe I will have no real trouble with the ascended version of Gorb. I'm curious what the ascended version of other battles are. Oh gosh, I fell. Well then. Oh gosh. I said that I would not have trouble, and then I'm nearly dead. I'm curious what the other ascended versions are, because this is harder, but it's harder in what seems to me a unique way. It's harder in a way that is unique to Gorb. To Gorb's battle, I guess. I think... What? There's a Radiant version? Whoa, I did not expect that. Okay, let's go up another notch. So I realize that it's crazy for me to spend an entire episode in one area, but I will not be doing that in the following episode. So this is a one episode that I'm spending all in the Godhome, and then I'll move about and do other things next time. I have several ideas about what to do next. Whoa! I was expecting him to do 3 damage in the Radiant fight. I was not expecting him to do... How much is my health? 9 damage? So the Radiant fight is don't get hit at all. I understand now. And I can do this with Gorb, but I'm going to have to be a lot more careful and maybe not spend as much time talking about things. Can't let Gorb get as close to me. And I guess I should use my soul for spells, since I can't use it for healing. There we go. I liked that way of doing it. Oop, darn. Radiant Gorb. I can definitely do this. I cannot imagine a Radiant version of some of the other bosses, especially if they have likewise other hard components like the platforms here. So those are going to be challenging. But Gorb we can do. I like Gorb. Gorb is a great mind. I need to be a little bit more careful there. When I did my spell, it takes a little bit for the spell to happen. I wasn't prepared enough to dodge the attack afterward. go. If I can just hit Gorb from far away with spells, it would work, but you can't. You have to get soul by hitting the enemy up close. Hit Gorb with the up spell. Haven't used that in a long time. Speaking of, there was a YouTube commenter that recommended that I use the Dark Descent, which is the down spell, in combat. Darn. I got a little bit too aggressive at the end there. I felt like I was near the end of the battle, and so was just trying to win. And you can't do that in the Radiant battle. You have to be careful the whole way. So let's be careful the whole way. But as I was saying, there was a YouTube commenter that recommended that I use the Dark Descent in combat. That's the down spell. And I appreciate that advice. And I intend to try it out this episode. Not against Gorb, clearly, because Gorb is never really below me. But let's be honest. I have at least a dozen abilities, and I use maybe half of them. That time I got hit because I had just used a spell, and it was a little hard for me to figure out where I was going to be and where the nail was going to be after using the spell. I tried to use a spell there, but I didn't have enough soul yet. Okay, well, let's be careful. Careful the whole way. So I was saying that I need to be honest with myself about using all of my abilities. The fact is I have at least a dozen abilities and I use about half of them. And I know about the abilities, I just don't think of them in the moment. So that's going to be true with the Dark Descent too. I know that I can use it in combat, but am I going to? Who knows? I will at least try to use it in this episode. Alright, Gorb is in a complicated position. So, careful and pay attention. Oh gosh. Gorb is far too close to me. Can definitely do this. Hello, Gorb. I am being very careful. It's the beginning of the fight, so me being that careful is not as important at the beginning. I need to keep up the vigilance at the end. Whoa, almost got hit there. Be vigilant. I do not like not seeing him. I need to see him to know where the nails are coming. There we go. Get to the third stage. The third stage is definitely the hardest. There we go. We're at the third stage. Whoa, I jumped. Jumping was not a good plan, but at least I jumped high enough. Oh, I did not have enough soul. I tried to use a spell. Gorb, stay over there. Almost got it. Just trying to stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Tried to use a spell, but it didn't have the soul. It seems to be a common problem in this fight. Oh gosh. I'm a little too close. Let's get a little farther away. Ho ho! Almost fell. Radiant. Now, there's clearly not something beyond Radiant, right? Right. So, I have discovered Attuned, Ascended, and Radiant in these battles. I'm now going to go outside and do the second Pantheon. Try my hand at the second Pantheon battles. It will be difficult to do all of those different gods. I'm not going to do any bindings the first time. Do all of those different god battles with the Radiant version. I was prepared when it was Attuned and Ascended. Now that I know of the Radiant version, I'm scared. Thou most ungrateful of blemishes, the gods in their great mercy allow thee to escape their first Pantheon alive, yet still thee think to test thine self against their might. Doom thyself then, that we may resume our focus and ascend our minds even higher. Okay, Zero. I vaguely remember Zero. He's got nails that come at me. I recall that his nails were really skinny, and sometimes I could heal when I thought I couldn't. Also, yeah, there we go. For example, I healed right then. I need to be careful that the nail has to go back. When the nail goes back, I've gotten hit. So, he's got more nails now. Get a heal again. Okay, the heal did not work. Well, it worked, I guess. A heal working depends on me not getting hit directly afterward. And I did get hit directly afterward. Heal. Oh-ho. Let's heal again. And another time. Oh, I got the heal, even though I couldn't see myself while I was finishing it. So you can continue to heal in the transitions between bosses. That's interesting to know. If I recall this battle, I think it is not too hard to defeat it without taking damage. This is only the first version of the Crystal Guardian. The second version might be harder. Oh, and I did get hit. Ooh, is the second version now? No. We just move on to the next one, the Soul Master. Also whom I have to remember. So, I jumped over that time. Oh right, this is the time that you heal in this battle. I remember that now. And what do you do? Oh, did I? Okay, I just got to the next phase. Oh, I thought for a second I had defeated the Soul Master. But he has a third phase that is a lot different, where he goes crazy, right? That's where he fell through the bottom of the stage when we fought him the first time. I wonder if they'll have that here. I assume they would. It's part of the battle. Let's see. So he goes crazy, and then he busts through the floor. Okay, they didn't have him bust through the floor this time, but we're still doing the same battle as if he had busted through the floor. And what I remember most from this one is that there's not a good time to heal. It's easy to hit him, it's hard to heal. And we defeated him very quickly. Great. Ooh, oblobbles. I don't think I've completed these in the Hunter's Journal yet. I wonder if fighting them here counts for the Hunter's Journal. It seems like it would not, but it might. Also, can I heal? I can definitely heal. And I can also get hit directly after healing for no apparent reason. Got him. I like using my spells. Oh right, I'm supposed to try using the down spell. I remember now. Speaking of, I did see the Hunter's Journal notification, which means I can complete the Hunter's Journal here. Let's heal a couple times. I'm sure we can heal when we're far away. It's when we're close by that I am not sure that we can heal. All the Mantis Lords. I haven't fought these guys in forever. So I remember these moves very well, actually. He's got 3. One that you go to the side, one that you jump over, and the spin, which is the hardest one. I tried to use the spell. I think I actually hit him. I didn't hit him where I thought I would hit him. I hit him when he was above me. Huh. I've got to try that again. Maybe I'll do it in the next part. Maybe not, though. This next part is a lot more frantic. Oh, I hit him. I definitely hit him. I did the wrong move. I meant to jump, but I dashed. Ooh. This is not a good time to heal, but there I was, healing. There we go. So even though this is more frantic, I feel very confident in this battle. There's one down. Haha! I used the spell. Not sure if I'm using it effectively. I am hitting the enemies when I'm using it, but I'm not sure that I'm really using it effectively the way that it was meant to be used. I'm gonna look at what charms I have on. I should talk about the Nailmaster's Glory. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it during the fights. Okay, I remember this one. We've got to just bounce him off our nail, and it's really easy. So I guess I can talk about the Nailmaster's Glory. So speaking of having dozens of abilities and only using some of them, the Nailmaster's Glory I'm wearing because I want to use my Nailmaster abilities more. Every time I put it on, I do put it on thinking, ooh, I should use those abilities more. And then I don't, because I always forget in the moment to use the Nailmaster abilities. Ooh, Nosk. Now Nosk is a hard one. I've only just learned Nosk. I recall that I can heal, but it is not easy to find when you can. Here? Nope. That was not a time, for example. Oh gosh. I am trying to find a place to heal, and I'm absolutely failing. Maybe I should just not heal. If I don't heal, I will probably lose. Yep. Darn. I don't know Nosk yet. And I guess this Pantheon is the way that I'm going to learn Nosk. Let's go. So, the Nail Master abilities. I do want to use them more. I have it in my head to use them more, but it's very hard to actually use them during battle. The same is true of the spells. The spells are hard to think about using during battle. I'm getting better at the spells, but I'm not really getting better at the Nail Master abilities, even though I want to use them. A lot of that is just remembering that I can. Remembering that it's an ability that's available to me in the moment. And in the moment is the key part there. I remember it generally. In the moment it's hard. And that's going to be the problem with using the Dark Descent, is that it has the same in the moment problem. In the moment, do I remember to use it? For example, there I did. And actually, I think that was also an example of one of the benefits of using the Dark Descent, which is iframes. So I did not get hit by one of the lasers there because of iframes. And iframes is a gamer term meaning invincibility frames. Essentially, when I use the ability, I get a short amount of time where I'm invincible, where I don't get hit. Think of it like a boxer or a martial artist, where when they punch their opponent, they get half a second where their opponent is not allowed to punch them back. That's not how the real world works, but it is how video games work. And we're not here for the real world. This channel is focused on exploring the fantastic, ignoring the mundane, and collecting all the bits and bobs we can. Whoa, okay. I'm pretty sure I could defeat this enemy without taking any damage during the first part. Actually, I think I just did. It's the second part where I'm not confident I can defeat it without taking damage. This part. All we're doing is dodging. And then during this part, we go at him. From last time we learned that we could defeat him in one go during this part, if we just keep going at him. There we go. What was next? The Oblobbles. Great. I like the Oblobbles. They're fun bosses. They're also surprisingly hard to dodge because their attacks are random. Oh, I think I was invincible during a portion of that one too. I managed to get 2 heals off, but I got hit right after it. So 2 heals was not the way to do that. If I just go far away, I'm unlikely to be hit and I can heal. And then I have to get close in to hit him. See, this is another example of a boss where this version of the boss is relatively easy. I bet the attuned version of the boss is perfectly manageable as well. And then a radiant version has got to be ridiculously hard. If I can't get hurt at all, that boss is going to be very difficult. The Mantis Lords. Let's see if I can not get hit by the Mantis Lords. So, first one is not too bad. Just gotta dodge that on the way back. It's the return of the of the little discus thing. I don't know what you call that. The little spin attack? It's certainly not a discus. But that's what I thought of. So, next part. So far, so good. This is not too hard, especially because I'm able to dash through them. Oh, haha. Alright, I got hit. I could have not gotten hit if I stood still, but I moved, so I got hit. But I only got hit once. I say that before the battle ends, but let's see if I can stay true to that. One down, or two down, really. Come at me. There we go. I got hit once in the Mantis battle. The next was Nosk, right? No, the next is Marmu. Who is easy. All you have to do is slash upward and time it correctly so that he bounces. There we go. Man, I like Marmu. I've said this before, but I really like that Marmu is a puzzle boss. And I like puzzle bosses. I think the next one is Nosk. And I believe that I cannot heal while I'm fighting Nosk. So I'm not going to try. We're going to not heal while fighting Nosk. Unless I simply have to heal, then we're going to try to find a place. But hopefully, there's no time that we have to heal. Let's see here. Oh gosh. Where is he going? Oh, I dashed into the spot that he had already put down. I feel the need to heal. Even though I got hit, I concede that that was probably the right thing to do. Now, this part... Oh, I dashed a different way than I thought I was facing, because I bounced off of this little wall. I barely beat Nosk. Barely, but I did it. Ooh, the Fluke Marm. I remember this being a real easy battle. I wonder... Ooh, I actually got hit. I got hit twice. I wonder if I can heal here. I definitely can. It's a little bit hard, but I believe that I can get to full health off of the Fluke Marm, which would be good to do for my chances against the final battle. So, I'm going to use these guys to farm a little bit of soul in order to heal, while not hitting the main Fluke Marm. There we go. Now let's go at him. So... I got hit again. There we go. I'm at full health going into what I hope is the last... Nope, not the last battle. Broken Vessel. Now, I remember the Lost Kin battle, which was hard, but the Broken Vessel is not going to be as hard. This is going to be the same as the Failed Champion, where I remembered the hard version of the fight, and then I was surprised at how easy the normal version of the fight was. Woohoo, kind of hard to dodge those. There. Didn't even get damaged. Take that, broken vessel. Next. Do you have something different for me to say? Different to say to me this time? Will the gods not relieve us of this troublesome speck? How it tests us, seeing this worm raise its filthy weapon to the gods. Thou hast luck beyond luck, O speck. The gods of this pantheon, for purpose beyond our understanding, allow you amongst them. Truly the divine punishment they must be planning for you will be beyond all reckoning. Prepare thyself. Prepare thyself. O gods of Hallownest, show us your might, we shall attune ourselves to thee and ascend ever higher. Thou cannot linger here, O coward of cowards. Step forth and receive thine holy punishment. Yes, sir. Shio. Great. I was kind of expecting Shio because we had Mato last time. Oh boy. So, each of his attacks hit like a different area. This is going to be hard. Oh boy. I need to get away. Let's heal. Ho ho, I dodged between him. Or not between him. I dodged through him, which I completely failed to do that time. I think because my dodge through power was not available. Heal. Darn, the blue one is what gets me the most. Because I expect it to be hitting me in a different area than it is. I expect it to be like the yellow one. Okay, blue one is the hard one. Yellow one is easy, if you can see it coming. That one's pretty easy to dodge. Okay, heal up. Ho ho! I randomly dodged the blue attack. Yellow attack. This one's easy. I think the Grim hit him. Ooh! Did I win the second Pantheon? I did. Inspiration. 12 minutes, 42 seconds. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this one again after looking at my charms. Gathering Swarm is doing absolutely nothing here. Same with the Wayward Compass, and let's be honest, I'm not using the Nailmaster's Glory. These three are great. What is another great charm to use? The Fragile Heart. I believe that the Fragile Heart cannot break here. And then, I mean, I kind of like, let's take off the Fragile Heart and let's try out the Sharp Shadow. I like these two together a lot, so I'm going to keep them together. I could put the Grub Song on to just gain lots of soul. The Sprint Master is an option. I'm actually going to use the Thorns of Agony. And part of the reason that I'm using the Thorns of Agony is because I intend to test out the nail binding. And having something else that does damage other than my nail might be important when you have a nail binding. I don't know. Let's find out what the nail binding does. So, Looks like I can still use my nail. It has a little binding thing on the side there. But I don't know what that binding thing means. In theory, I was correct that I'm using the basic nail rather than my upgraded nail. And if that's the way, then basically that just means I'm doing less damage with each hit. Significantly less damage, because my nail was getting very strong. So let's see here. I'm going to try to use spells a little bit more because my nail does less damage than the way to deal damage is with spells, I guess. And for that matter, maybe I should have put on a charm that increased the damage of my spells. Huh. That went well. It was the first one, of course, so Nosk is going to be the problem, right? Nosk was the problem the first time. This guy is not going to be a problem. Let's be honest. The Crystal Guardian is not the best of Guardians. He tries. I would like to know if my guess was correct about what the nail binding does. So, let me know in the comments if I was right. Because I can't really tell if my nail is doing less damage. It's not like it tells me how much damage it's doing. But that's the only thing I could think of for what the nail binding does. Let's heal once, since I got hit once. I should not have gotten hit once, but I did. Why do you seem still relatively easy if I have a nail binding? So my test for this nail binding is going to be in the second part. If I can defeat him in one go, you know, one of the times that he's standing there and trying to hit me with spells, then I will assume that my nail is still doing the same damage. Which would be confusing. Because then what does the nail binding accomplish? Oh, I did not, which means I'm guessing that I'm correct. I defeated him the second go. Interesting. So I'm doing less damage. That just means that my dodging has to be better. Dodging the oblobble attacks. Dodging oblobble attacks is a little bit harder because they're so random. How am I supposed to know? Oh gosh, I just got hit 3 times. 3 times is pretty bad. I'm going to attempt to heal. Oh gosh. Right when I said that, I got hit 2 more times. Oh, I hit you by going through you. It's also somewhat impossible for me to know how much damage the sharp shade does. All I know is that I'm hitting them when I go through them. I don't know how much damage it does. Ooh, he hit me from all the way over there. Nice shot. think I've got the timing of this down pretty well. So I should be able to defeat this one without too much trouble. Oh gosh. I kind of dashed into that one. Let's heal twice. Got him. Don't have much soul, but I do have full health. This one should not be hard, as I proved last time. I dashed through those twice. Ooh. Oh, I landed on the spikes. Why'd I do that? That was a terrible time to heal. I do appreciate being able to dash through enemies, and through attacks for that matter. I dashed through the discus attack. Oh gosh, I almost hit the spikes again. Took a brief glance at my time. This will be the last thing that I do in this episode. And as I mentioned, next episode I'm going to be doing something other than Godhome challenges. I haven't yet talked about what those would be. I will say a couple things in the middle of these battles, whenever I feel able. So one of the possibilities is going to... Oh gosh, I did that to myself. One of the possibilities is to go back to areas I haven't been to in a while. That was a terrible time to attempt to heal. And look for secrets. So chief among those, the first one on my mind is the green path. One of the reasons that I'm thinking about going to the green path and doing secrets is that Shio is there. And aside from kind of fighting Shio in these Godhome battles, I haven't seen Shio in a long time. Not since I got the Nail Master's glory, became a Nail Master myself. So it's a good time to go back to Shio. Also, the green path I went through early in the game when I didn't have the myriad abilities that I have now. So it's very possible I missed a bunch of secrets. The green path would also put me in a good place for going to... what is it called? Going to the Howling Cliffs, which would be a good place to go to and search around too, partially because Mato is there. I haven't seen Mato in a while. And also because that's where my best guess for where we might find Retta is. So I'm interested in going to the Howling Cliffs, and if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go to the green path first. An alternate option would be Kingdom's Edge. Kingdom's Edge, the attractive qualities about Kingdom's Edge are we might find Tiso the Gladiator there, and I definitely want to fight Tiso the Gladiator. And then the other thing is that Kingdom's Edge is probably the best place in the game for me to collect money, which is something that I do want to do. I want to collect lots of money. Not sure the best way to deal Nosk a lot of damage when my nail isn't doing a bunch of damage. Because I don't really feel like spells are easy to do in this battle. Can I heal? Ho ho! I technically did. Nosk falls to the ground. Nosk is the problem enemy of this challenge. And he's proving it right now. Heal once. Ho ho, I successfully healed and I did not take damage afterward. Hit him. Hit him. Oh, I did it! I beat Nosk. Now I feel like I could beat this. I'm even full health against the Fluke Marm. And the Fluke Marm is no problem, as you can tell. I do notice that my nail is short. Did I take off the thing that made my nail longer? Or is that one of the things that the nail binding does? I don't know. Broken Vessel. Come at me. There you go. The Broken Vessel is basically no problem. I've got the Broken Vessel down. The only somewhat hard part to me is when he starts just raining down the bubbles of, yeah, this part. This is the only part that's somewhat hard because you have to dodge all the bubbles, figure out where they're coming when they're under the ground. Like I just missed it twice. All 3 times. Let's heal. There we go. And I think the next one is Shio. Thou return to this Pantheon, though thou hast already ascended to its height. Be this some strange way of drawing thyself closer to the gods, or do thee test thyself for sport? The second one of those. Thou return to this Pantheon? Yes, yes, I do. Never says anything different with the Dream Mail. Hello, Shio. Let us fight in glorious combat. Now that I know your moves, I am surely not to lose. The blue one is the most dangerous one, because the blue one has the bouncing ones. I mean, the purple one technically does too, but the purple one is a lot easier to dodge than the blue one. Let's heal the one time I got hit. Shio is at least easy to use spells on. I can always use the... what is it called? The Shade Soul. I think I got hit twice. Yes, I got hit twice. What's with that? Ho ho, I hit him with my dash through him power. Let's see here. The yellow one. It's easy to dodge if you see it coming. Purple one's easy to dodge. I was healing, so I didn't dodge the yellow one. But I won anyway. Great! We've accomplished this one with the nail binding. One of the 4. And that took me more time. I was doing less damage, according to my assumptions. So that makes sense. I will leave it on this episode. I will do something in the next one. I didn't even talk about all the options yet. And I'll see you next time. By the end of this episode, I've completed 7 challenges in the Godhome. That's 3 levels of Gorb. There's 2 Pantheons, each completed with no bindings and with 1 binding. If you'd like to see more detail, there's a tracking sheet, link in the video description. New episodes every Sunday, and thanks for watching.